Republicans remained squarely focused on jobs, and once again this week we've passed several bills aimed at creating a better environment for job creation and putting Americans back to work. Despite long delays, the House and Senate yesterday approved three free trade agreements with Colombia, Panama, and South Korea. Those measures are now ready for the president's signature. The House has passed numerous bills to stop excessive regulations that are threatening the creation of jobs, and two more of those bills will be passed this week. We've also passed several bills to increase American energy production, to create jobs, and to lower American energy cost. And Dave Camp and the members of the Ways and Means Committee are working on a bill to reform the tax code that would lower rates for individuals and corporations while broadening the base and closing loopholes. We're doing all these things because we said we would. They're all part of our plan for America's job creators, a plan that we outlined in May. And we've worked on many of these bills before we actually put the plan together. But a real focus since May on getting the American people back to work and creating a better environment for job creation in our country. It's a serious plan. Some of the ideas have bipartisan support, and we've made it clear for months that we're willing to sit down and work with the president on many of these ideas. Listen, the president's taken a different approach. As one of the Washington newspapers reported yesterday, getting his jobs bill passed in Congress, quote, was never really part of the plan for the White House. It was about politics. Well, the president yesterday said he wouldn't take no for an answer. Listen, the president's first stimulus bill planned or failed to keep unemployment below 8%, as he argued. Nearly 3 years later, with 9.1% unemployment, the president really has shown that he doesn't understand how private sector job growth really happens. Listen, I've run a small business. I know how to create jobs. I've met a payroll. And the fact is, the president's plan, in our view, will not work as he's laid it out there. So I would tell the president and challenge the president, take yes for an answer. Listen, a month ago, Republicans outlined areas where we thought we could find common ground. While a bipartisan majority in the Senate opposed his plan to raise taxes on American job creators, we can find common ground on the barriers to job creation in our country. We passed the trade agreements this week, and the House will soon take another step by making permanent the 3% withholding provision from the president's jobs plan. We've offered to work with him to help small businesses, to provide tax relief and improve and repair our infrastructure. Listen, the American families and small businesses are still asking the question, where are the jobs? We've extended our hand and offered to work with the president, but the president has chose to campaign instead of govern. I think it's time for the White House to stop the campaigning, start listening, and working with bipartisan members of Congress to do what the American people expect of us. Find common ground and move ahead.